Good evening. You're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. First, the headlines. Condolences of His Majesty the Sultan to custodian of the two holy mosques on the death of Prince Saud bin Al Faisal, conveyed by His Highness Sayyid Haytham bin Tariq Al Said. The Higher Steering Committee of the National Strategic Inventions Project discusses a work plan for the strategy preparation. And the Ministry of Civil Service launches a government efficiency program with the participation of 45 individuals from states' administrative apparatus units. Those were the headlines. Now for the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has sent a cable of congratulations to His Excellency President Francois Hollande of France Republic on his country's National Day. Condolences of His Majesty Sultan Qaboos to the custodian of the two holy mosques, King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, on the death of His Royal Highness late Prince Saud bin Faisal bin Abdulaziz Al Saud, Minister of State, member of the Council of Ministers, advisor and special envoy of the custodian of the two holy mosques, and supervising the Foreign Ministry. The condolences were conveyed by His Highness Sayyid Haytham bin Tariq Al Said, envoy of His Majesty the Sultan, when he was received by His Royal Highness Prince Khalid Al Faisal, advisor to the custodian of the two holy mosques and the Emir of Mecca region, His Royal Highness Prince Mohammed Al Faisal, His Royal Highness Prince Turki Al Faisal, and the sons of the late Prince in Jeddah yesterday evening. His Highness was accompanied by His Excellency Yusuf bin Alawi bin Abdullah, Minister responsible for Foreign Affairs, His Excellency Sheikh Abdul Malik bin Abdullah Al Khalili, Minister of Justice, and His Excellency Dr. Sayyid Ahmed bin Hilal bin Saud Al Busaidi, Sultan's accredited ambassador to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. The third meeting of the National Strategy Higher Steering Committee reviewed the action plan for the draft National Strategy for Innovation in the terms of the methodology and stages for preparing the strategy, as well as the administrative structure for the project. The meeting also reviewed the executive plan for the draft strategy as per a timetable that will continue until 2016. The plan includes a number of seminars, workshops, and meetings. A presentation was delivered on the integration among the four pillars of the national strategy, namely human capital, economic diversification, intellectual property, knowledge marketing, value added, and institutional communication. A presentation was given on the three stages for empowering innovation in the Sultanate, such as activating the current initiatives enhancing institutional communication and empowerment of the active entities and doubling initiatives. The meeting also included examples on the empowerment initiatives and the progress made on preparing the draft National Strategy for Innovation since the launch of the project last May. His Highness Sayyid Shihab bin Tariq Al Said, advisor of His Majesty the Sultan, chairman of the Research Council, headed the meeting. Sultan Qaboos University Council approved a proposal for self-assessment policy of the Academy Council and study plan of the science and mathematics specializations at the Education College. During the 6th meeting of the academic year 2014-2015 of the Council, it discussed a proposal to introduce honorary professorship and approved a proposal on the minimum limit of required hours for every semester at the initial stage from the medical physician program. The meeting was presided over by Her Excellency Dr. Rawia bin Saud Al Busaidi, Minister of Higher Education and the chairperson of the Council. The Ministry of Civil Service inaugurated the Government Efficiency Program under the auspices of His Excellency Sheikh Khalid bin Umar Al Marhoon, Minister of Civil Service and Chairman of the Board of Directors of the Institute of Public Administration. The program is one of the important administrative programs attended by 45 participants from Directors General category in various units of the state administrative units. It is supported by the Ministry of Oil and Gas and sponsored by a number of leading institutions in the Sultanate. The program aims in general to develop a wider perspective to the world as a whole and to understand how global political and economic issues affect this perspective. It also aims to identify possible future scenarios and how each scenario affects the public sector, understanding of the changing economic cycle and the prospects for growth in the GCC countries. His Excellency Sheikh Saif bin Mohammed Al-Shabibi, Minister of Housing, issued a ministerial decision to make amendments to the Ministerial Decision number 45/2013 related to provisions of dispensing additional cash compensation amounts for composite families whose houses were affected by Al-Batna coastal road projects in the governorates of North and South Batna. The decision stated to exchange the text of the second article of the previous ministerial decision, considering the composite family as a family that consisted of two or more families that have kinship related up to the second degree, and that was in the 31st of December 2013 was actually living in the house affected by Al-Batna coastal road project in the governorates of North and South Batna, and the house was owned by all of them or by one of them. It is worth mentioning that the previous decision determined the ceiling of composite family actually living in a house affected by the project until the 3rd of January 2015 to get the cash compensation worth 35,000 Omani riyals. The new decision raised the ceiling of the actual living to allow more families to benefit from the monetary compensation. Still to come in our news bulletin. Food monitoring and health inspection teams of Muscat municipality continue their monitoring campaigns, especially during the holy month of Ramadan. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. The Rural Areas Electricity Company, in a press conference, announced the start of the actual commercial operation of the solar power project to generate electricity in the wilaya of Al-Mazyuna in the governorate of Dhofar, with a daily production capacity of 1,667 kilowatt per hour. The annual production of the project is expected to reach 558 megawatt per hour. The solar power station will cover about 60% of electric power for the company's subscribers in winter in the wilaya of Al-Mazyuna in the early years of the life of the project. The cost of the project amounted to about $1 million, and it is about 8,000 square meters. It will be opened officially in September this year, and it is considered the first commercial project of its kind to be connected to the electricity grid. The project will reduce harmful carbon emissions produced by conventional fuel, which are estimated at 433 tons of carbon dioxide annually. In addition, it will save the burning of 155,000 liters of diesel per year. Engineer Hamad bin Salim Al-Maghdari, CEO of the Rural Areas Electricity Company, had this to say.
This Al-Mazyuna Renewable Energy Project is a 307 kilowatt capacity with 1,667 kilowatt hours of production daily. The project will cover about 60% in winter time the consumption of the electricity in central area of Al-Mazyuna city. The project is an investing project for the local companies, and this project with a contract called Power Purchase Agreement between Rural Area Electricity Company and the investors. The project results very interesting results came up from it, from the concentration of the sun in the country. which is give us a very good production of from this project. The other objective of our project is also to enhance the technology and experience which is required for other projects will be announced very soon from this company in the other areas like Al-Wusta Governorate and Dhufar Governorate also.
The Command and Staff College of the Sultan's Armed Forces, SAF, celebrated today the graduation of the 28th batch under the auspices of His Excellency Mohammed bin Nasser al-Rasbi, Secretary General of the Ministry of Defense, who handed over the graduation and appreciation certificates to the graduates. The 28th course comprised officers from the Ministry of Defense, SAF, the Royal Guard of Oman, and other security services, in addition to officers from the GCC countries and other sisterly and friendly countries. The course was concluded with executing Al-Hazm exercise. The students also visited a number of countries to review their experiences in this field. Food monitoring and health inspection teams of Muscat municipality continue their campaigns in the holy month of Ramadan to monitor souks and malls in the governorate of Muscat and to seize irregularities in health requirements violations. The inspection campaigns focused more on sweets and meat, which are more consumed before Eid al-Fitr. Inspection teams issue fines against malls or shops that sell expired products. They also follow up food production data, ways of preparing and preserving food like meat. The inspection teams of Muscat municipality called upon consumers to contact them if any violation is noticed, such as selling expired products. Now for the general weather forecast. Cloudy skies will prevail over the coastal areas and the nearby mountains of the governorate of Dhufar, with chances of intermittent drizzles and fog on the mountains. Rest of the Sultanate will have clear skies with chances of rainfall over the Hajan mountains and nearby areas in the afternoon and evening. Winds will be active southwesterly light to moderate along the coast of the Arabian Sea, while it will be southeasterly light to moderate, occasionally gusty along the rest of the Sultanate. Seas along the coast of the Arabian Sea will be rough with a maximum wave height of 4.5 meters, and the rest of the coast it will be slight to moderate with a maximum wave height of 2 meters. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. Condolences of His Majesty the Sultan to custodian of the two holy mosques on the death of Prince Saud Al Faisal, conveyed by His Highness Sayyid Haytham bin Tariq Al Said. The Higher Steering Committee of the National Strategic Inventions Project discusses a work plan for the strategy preparation. And the Ministry of Civil Service launches a government efficiency program with the participation of 45 individuals from states' administrative apparatus units. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, it's good night.